Hey YouTube, it's Saturday the 9th of June, and I just bought, had it in the works for like 3 weeks now to buy this from my old boss out of Woodland, and he lost the title to it, and then he was on vacation, and anyways, so finally got it, paid $3,500 for it. It's a 2-wheel drive F350 with the 7.3 liter Powerstroke. It's a typical crummy. Seats are all broke down, ignition's all ripped out, and but everything needs a little love. But it's got 224,527 miles, which for Powerstroke isn't bad. It's got a newer transmission. He couldn't remember how many miles it's had on it, but he did say he had it rebuilt. The fluid's nice and clean in it. All the boxes are empty, but it does have, I tested the battery just to make sure it's good, but it's good, but it's got an inverter, which is awesome. And I tried it out. It works the power tools quite nice. It's got a headache rack that I just have setting up on there. Came with it, but he had an air compressor mounted to the headache rack, and they took it all down. So it's just sitting there. I'll fix it up, put a nice oversized load sign on it. Air hose was on it, but I cut it because it was all cracked, but it works. Oh crap! There, but vise. And nice 2-ton crane, supposedly 2-ton, out all the way where it's out at 1,000 pounds, all the way in's 2,000. I don't know if it works. That's why I was trying to see the battery. The battery is good, but the switch for it right here it's all kind of hokey. Broke. I think the wires might be broken there. I have to look. And this. Oh, sorry. And this plug-in, the connections are really dirty, really bad, so I have to see. Got to get some fiddling with getting the crane working, but pretty nice truck. Tires are all probably 50% or better. Nah, 40% or better. Depends on which ones you're looking at. But 2001. It was an ex-Portland City truck. That's what the lights are for. And they work, it just the stuff's out of it. Go ahead and start it for you guys. Starts right up. I'm gonna put a new ignition switch in it. That's the only part that's left, is the top part. Sets down on top, the bottom's missing. Looked everywhere in here for it, but who knows? You know, people lose keys all the time with log and crummies. I got no keys for the boxes or the ignition, but the nice thing is with the Ford, you can put a dowel right in here, put it in the run position, push that, and the ignition switch pops out. So for online, $30 with keys, so that's what I'm gonna do. But it does have an engine light on, but the engine light comes on and the airbag light comes on intermittently. So there's the airbag light, and the engine light is not on. That's just saying the door's open, but runs good and shifts good and doesn't smoke. So overall, for $3,000, I think this will be a great service truck. I think it'll be a lot better than that 6-liter piece of junk I had. I mean, that was a nice truck, crew cab, 4-wheel drive, blah, 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 but, I'll touch it up, touch up the paint, clean it up, put a nice hose on that hose reel, get the crane working, get the headache rack bolted down on there nice, and, I think I got maybe a brake caliper dragging on the back. I smelled some brakes pretty bad when I got home. They seemed kind of warm, so I'll look into that, maybe bleed them, and it's just set for 8 months before he sold it, so you know, you get that when things set. But and hopefully I'll paint that this summer, get the loader in that working. Today I went and, oh yeah, we got a driveway now. That we had done. Only bad spot is it's low right there, and that is frustrating because water collects there. But paid $8 grand almost for this driveway. But then I took the skidder and pushed all the dirt around, and hopefully gonna gravel. That's just what's left from when he gravelled that, but I'll spread this gravel out in here because it's all muddy. But gotta level this a little more. I'll do that maybe today or tomorrow with a rake, smooth everything out. I filled in a lot. It was really low right there, so I filled this in. It's still got a low spot, so I'll probably level it out best I can with a rake, best I can over there. And eventually I'll put like some 2-inch minus right there and over here. But another project for another day. But the skidder's working good. Got the drive line in, got the pins in, and little stressed out about the transmission. I feel like the transmission might be going out in it. I mean, it ran perfect. I mean, I drove it up just playing with it. Drove it up this hill, which in the picture, see how steep it is. It looks really not steep in the video, but it's really steep. Straight up, it didn't spin a tire. You know, I couldn't really tell if it's slipping or not, but once in a while it doesn't want to go into gear. Like you'll put it into, you know, low and forward, and it just nothing. And so I put some tranny fluid in it. It's good, but the tranny fluid's kind of dirty in there, so it stresses me out. But maybe I'm just too worried about it. Maybe I don't need to worry too much about it. I don't know. Maybe it's not too hard to rebuild them either. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on, like I said, on my Saturday. And my wife's out. She runs a house cleaning company and is out bidding some jobs and stuff. And Gene texted me and said this morning at like 8 and said he is ready for me to come pick it up if I wanted to. And so you bet I wanted to. So anyways, got some little things to do. Kind of excited. Shut this off now. Doesn't need to sit there and run. But it runs really good. Really pleased. So I'm gonna fix up the settling bottles. What I want to do, my plan is, I'll put like a, I don't know, 60 gallon fuel tank, not the L shape, but just the regular one right here. I got a 20 gallon per minute fill right pump. Then I'll put a air, 2-stage gas air compressor right here in front of it. And this, depending on the air compressor's length, this will probably set, actually on this side, and my settling bottles will sit here. And that will kind of give me the rest of this room for whatever. Unfortunately, I cannot put a welder or air compressor on the top because these flip open, which is really nice for storage. Really a pain in the butt for wanting to put a gas welder in here. So that, who knows, I might just set in here and set it up to where it bolts down and I can pin it and take it out or something. But looks like maybe tire chains here or something. But anyways, it's only downfalls, it's a 2-wheel drive. But it is a dually, and I do like that. This is the 3rd or 4th F350 I've owned. So I think this is the 4th. Maybe I had one other service truck. It was red at one time. It might have been it was the F250, I think. Anyways, there she is. That's my update for you guys on Saturday. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Talk to you later.